Very good morning to you, children. Here is your social studies teacher, Mrs. Sumati, with the chapter 9, Production in a Factory, a Paper Mill, Part 2. Previously, we studied that stages of paper, what is the raw material, and what are the working hours, and the batch numbers, these all we studied. Now, we are going to study or learn some more about the paper. Selling the paper. Production completed. How to sell the paper in the market? We should know that. This paper mill has marketing reports, that means depots, in different cities. Actually, when the paper is produced, before only they have a link with marketing, and where the depots will be there, they will send to those depots, those will be in different cities. And also they sells the paper in other countries. Along with the depots, they will sell it to the other countries also. That means we are exporting Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, Malaysia, Singapore, Nigeria, South Africa. In these countries we are exporting. And the paper is sold through these depots. Actually, the depots whatever are there, through these depots, the paper mill will sell the factory paper, and shopkeepers or who are there, they will collect from the depots. The developed railways and roadways are there to export and import, because transport is necessary now. So for that, railways and roadways are utilized. Therefore, it is easy to transport wood. That means raw material is necessary for the paper mill. So the transport compulsory. So wood is available. At the same time, first the paper should be sold in the market. For that also transport is necessary. So it became easy for the export and import, for the transporting the products from the mill. This is paper cutting machine. Actually here that. This is totally a roll, no? That to cut it into pieces. That means paper size wise. This is machine. Okay. Working in paper mill. A factory employs a large number of workers of different kinds. Already we know that now, working hours when we studied that, 3 shifts are there, 800 to 900 workers will be there. At the same time, managers, clerks, and different types of people are there. Those are working. Same way, even they employ a large number of workers of different kinds. Some they work on missions, some help them to run the mission, some take care of the electrical fittings, that means electrician, some help in the transporting the material, and some they help in that cutting and bringing the raw material. Some of them they help in the marketing. Different people are working, or different workers are working in the paper mill. Some of them are highly qualified, means engineers, ITI, Polytechnic, those who completed, those are technical. Actually, they have skills to do the work. And still others may be illiterates, those who didn't get the education, that means they didn't study. So they'll depend upon their manual work, means with the hand they'll work, like cleaning, whatever it is there, those works they are engaged. A factory also employs people on different terms and conditions. Actually, different types of workers are there, we know. Even these workers are employed different terms and conditions. That means as per the skills of the person, the factory also have some rules and regulations, and as per that conditions they'll make it for the employees to work in their factory. Some are regular or permanent workers. Those were permanent, while some others are maybe casual workers. And when the need arises, still others are employed as contract workers. See, 3 categories of workers are there: permanent, casual. That is so when it is necessary. Still Others are employed that as contract workers. In this, 3 examples were given about the permanent worker, casual worker and contract worker. Here the examples are given, just you listen this. Anand is a permanent worker in the paper mill. Actually, first he employed for 1 or 2 years to work in the factory. Afterwards, he became as a permanent. Then he was safe and he has the uniform, that is also blue shirt and khaki pant. In the pressing section he is working. And he has been working in this mill for more than 10 years. See, Anand is working from 10 years. And he is getting 15,000 rupees per month. As a regular employee, he is getting 15,000. And even along with that, he gets a number of benefits like Provident Fund. I think you heard that PF will say. And even he is paid that when he retires. Medical insurance also. Even he has the medical insurance. That means if any problems they get that treatment also free. Also, if for any reason his employment is terminated, suppose if any problem, he may be removed from the work or sent from the work, or he has to cease work due to any accident. Suppose sometimes he may be met with an accident. So, he will be paid compensation by the factory. Means factory will provide some of the amount to Anand because he is unable to attend the job. But even though he is a permanent employee, so because of that reason, he will be provided with some amount when he can't come for the work. Okay. And he will also get a salary rise every year. Every year increment will be there. Salary improves. Okay. If he or his family member becomes sick, suppose he himself, other his family members are sick, then he takes them to nearby government hospital, that is Employees State Insurance. It is also called ESI. Even those who are getting 20,000, of course 20,100, 21,000 I think so. Below 21,000 who are getting, for them this provision is there, that is a dispensary. Even they provide the medicines free. If it is necessary for any surgery, they will be free of cost, they will do the surgery. So that facility Anand is getting, and he pays a small amount, and the paper mill pays some amount for availing this facility. Actually, the Anand will provide that, of course, pays that small amount for the ESI to get this facility. So small amount he pays, but the paper mill pays that some amount for availing this facility. Again, the owner where the Anand is working, that paper factory will provide some more amount to get this ESI facility. Okay, that means Anand also giving, and management, that means paper factory also providing the amount for ESI. From there, when he gets the problem, he will get that facility. Anand gets the regular holidays, that means Sundays, weekend holidays, festivals, or some other additional leaves. These all he gets. He is also given allowances. I think you heard that DA. DA means dearness allowance, means whenever the cost of the goods are increases, the government provides extra payment to the government employees, that is called dearness allowance. As per the reasons wise they will provide. So it is also given allowances for buying uniform, cloth, washing allowance. That means for buying the uniform also, even washing cloth also, he is provided with the allowances. Same way, some of those maybe your parent also getting transport allowance, because while he is moving on his own vehicle, petrol is necessary or diesel is necessary. For that, for the central government employees, they are providing traveling allowances. Like this, provisions he is getting. Some years, Anand also gets bonus also. Whenever the factory gets the profits, mostly the paper factory provides the bonus, means to make them happy to their workers, they'll provide some bonus amount. So an additional amount paid to the workers when the paper mill will get the benefits. There are about 1800 such permanent workers are working in that factory. Another person is there. He is Umar. He is not a permanent worker, but he comes daily and works in the factory. He is also working, coming daily, but he is not getting the facilities like Anand. And even he is not a permanent worker, and because he is a contract laborer. He is usually asked to help in unloading the trucks or in packing and loading the paper. Actually, his main work, what is that? To unload the trucks. That means wood, when they'll get the wood, no, that wood will be unloaded. At the same time, in packing section, or loading the paper, packing and loading, whatever it is. So all these works mostly is continued. 1 year ago he was contracted in his village. Actually 1 year before, what happened? One of the contractor came to his village and he provided this job to him from Maharashtra. Actually he brought as a labor, contract labor. Actually labor contractor is taken this Umar from Maharashtra, who promised him to provide a job in the paper mill. So he provided, but he got as a contract laborer. Workers like Umar are paid a low salary than that of the permanent workers. Actually, Anand is a permanent worker. He is getting the 15,000 salary and almost all other facilities. But Umar is a contract employee now. He is getting less salary. That is almost approximately 8,000 per month. But do not get the allowance or medical helps or bonus. Nothing will be provided to the Umar. They won't get that any paid holidays also. Mostly this all comes in the every Sundays also they may come to do the work. That means he is a casual contract laborer now. That's why he has to attend all the days. However, they get work throughout the year and may get regularized as permanent workers after 2 or 3 years of working. Actually, he is a contract laborer. Of course, 2 or 3 years if he completes the work, then he may be regularized. That means a permanent, as a permanent worker. Still the time he has to work for as a contractor. 2 or 3 years if he works, he will get. And the women also who are working in this factory, they clean the floors, paste the labels on the paper packets, like that they are getting. So one of the example it is given, Pushpa. She is working as a casual worker in this factory, and actually workers who are employed off and on are called casual workers. Actually, whenever it is necessary only they'll call, otherwise it's not necessary. So mostly those are called casual workers. Pushpa comes every morning to the factory to see if there is a work. Because if it is necessary only, they'll give the work, no? That's why every day she comes to the factory in the morning, whether the work is available or not. Once she'll ask, if it is available, she will continue the work. Otherwise, she'll goes to that search of another worker. Usually, they employ her for 4 or 5 days. Suppose the work is there for the paper factory, for 4 or 5 days, she'll appoint that, she's appointed as a worker in the factory. If the work is not there, she's of course she cannot attend the work and she can't be paid. So weekly 4 or 5 days in a week she is attended to clean the floors of the factory. In the section where wood is chipped, there is a lot of wood dust chips all over the floor. Where the chipping is going on, that section, mostly the wood, the dust is spread now, those should be cleaning part given to Pushpa. All this has to be cleaned and the machines are to be dusted properly. When the machines also should be cleaned properly, they appointed Pushpa. She is paid on a daily basis, means how many days she comes, as per those many days she is provided. So she is paid on a daily basis and many days she does not get any work. Daily how much she gets, as per that only we have to provide. As per that region, if suppose you see that many days she won't get the work, because whenever it is necessary only she is provided with the work. She is paid about 100 to 150 rupees a day. See, very less now. If she gets the work only, she'll get. Otherwise, she won't get. Though she has been working for more than 3 years, she earns only 2,500 rupees per a month. More than 3 years she is working in this factory, but even she is actually not a permanent employee and she is earning per month 2,500 rupees only. She is also not entitled to any of the facilities. Whatever the facilities are provided to the Anand as a permanent worker, she won't get any of those facilities. Usually, factory owners try to reduce their costs. Even they want to remove, of course reduce means by cuttings and those they may provide. Sometimes they may ask for 90 rupees to work or 80 rupees as per that demand. If she doesn't have the work, but paper mill needs the worker, at that time also they will reduce the salary and they will provide sometimes as per the agreement. And cost by employing casual workers even for regular work. Sometimes for regular work also we need the workers. Sometimes they bring new missions which require fewer workers. Actually, new missions also required for us. So, at that time, few workers are necessary. When the new missions are coming now, some members will be removed from the job. That means retrench. So, automatically, workers will be reduced in that. Means less workers are necessary as per the missions coming. In such situations, the workers and their unions resort to hesitations and bargaining with the managers to improve their lot. Actually, in such situations, what the workers will do? They have formed the unions. Those are called trade unions, and they explain their hesitations. That means they are not at all interested to lose the job, of course, and bargaining also with the managers they'll do, because to improve their life or salary or maybe position, whatever it is. Besides the workers, the mill employs a number of accountants along with the these relatives. A number of accountants, clerks, managers, these are also employed in the factory. Those were provided with good salaries. And the senior managers were usually from the families of the owners of the mill, get paid very high salaries along with a number of allowances, free housing, education for their children. Some senior managers are there, those are totally, already I said you, IIT and ITI or maybe polytechnic or engineers, these are all most skilled persons. They are provided with more salaries, free house, that means quarters or education for their children freely is available. Who owns the paper mill? Actually, the mill does not have any one owner. Some people get together to form a company. Actually, some people together form a company, and those are the actually partners, and these people invest large amounts of money, and also they borrow the money from the banks to set up this factory. If whatever the money is there, not sufficient, suppose for them, if it is required more, then they borrow the money from banks, and they appoint the managers, other administrative staff, regular employees, and this all they'll take care to employ, that means appoint. And the workers, managers, administrative staff are paid salaries, but not the owners. Here all the workers are paid the salaries, those who are working Managers, engineers or polytechnic workers, they all will pay paid. But only the owner is not paid the salary, because whether it is a loss or profit, the owner has to bear it. This is inside the paper fact. You see, Nana, how it is going on, rolling from one section to another section, continuation. The owners share among themselves whatever is left after paying the wages. For workers, they provide the salaries, those are called wages, and even they pay the interest to the bank, whatever the money they used from the bank borrowed. And at the same time, for the building, they'll provide the rent and whatever it is. At last, whatever the amount balance is there, that is only their profit or loss. If the balance is there, that is profit. If nothing balance, only reverse, they only lost that, it is called loss. That is, they get all the profits from the factory. They also bear the loss, if any, suppose. And some factories are owned not by individual owners or group of owners, but by the government. Some of the factories are totally under the government. Those are called public sectors. These are run by the government, mostly for the welfare of the people. Most factories need raw materials in such large quantities that natural resources like forests, rivers, mines, these are all nowadays. For the raw materials, the factories are waiting. But here, the natural resources are there now, whatever it is, they are getting from the forest or rivers or the mines, mostly those were exhausted. That means slowly it's completed, to say that. They also give out smoke, even the problems actually. Even they release the smoke that pollute the rivers and surrounding lands with their chemical effluents. Thus, there is a need to develop methods to control the damage they cause to the environment. Even when they cause this, mostly damaging environment also. So, the factories to provide employment to a large number of people, that too, they have to control the pollution. However, the workers who work in these factories often find the work very tedious, and many of them become sick because due to exposure to dust chemicals, mostly they suffer with problems. They also get paid very little salaries, but mostly damage to their health conditions. They are also often forced to live in slum areas with poor facilities. And one of the major challenges before us is to find out how to balance our need for various kinds of goods and the ill effects of the factory system. Actually, the big challenge is there before us to find out how to balance, means whatever the needs we have, how can we fulfill, what to do that. Various kinds of goods we need that. We should not create pollution, but we have to provide those facilities. Even the ill effects of the factory system is there, and how to make the life of the workers comfortable, dignified. These are all, they are in mostly major challenges to the factories. Pollution. When we were going to the other side of the paper mill, felt that some unpleasant smell. Already said you, some of the chemicals were used now. So these chemicals were released means totally we will get that unpleasant smell. After coming out of the paper mill, we were talking to a few residents, those who are living in the slum areas. They spoke, the concerned teachers who went, they spoke with those workers, those who are living in the side of the paper mill where the slum areas are there. Or of course, paper mill also there in the outskirts. There they discussed, of course, they interviewed those people. They said this stench was usual and it was common to find dust released from the industry, set down on the leaves of the plants on the farm, trees on the nearby area or on the garden plants nearby the paper mill. Wherever the leaves or plants or trees or gardens are there, those are all mostly get the polluted. Of course, the mill also draws a lot of fresh water. Mostly the mills need fresh water no, to mix that, make it pulp. So that fresh water from the river, but lets out waste water. Actually, they get the fresh water, but after washing and this all, they release the waste water that contains the poisonous chemicals, which eventually joins the rivers, and means that poisonous water, waste water mixed with the river water. Only last year the paper mill got an effluent treatment plant to which all the waste water with chemicals is sent. Actually, only last year only the paper mill got an effluent treatment, it seems. That plant to which all the waste water with chemicals is sent. Totally, whatever the treatment took place, that all the waste water which was cleared, and the chemicals only sent. This mission removes contaminants. That means whatever the harmful organisms are there, or air it is there, whatever it is, harms, it creates the harm now. Those living organisms through air, water and soil, food, thus contaminants, and produce environmentally safe water, means they treat the effluents, then they send that, of course they release the pure water, and those effluents whatever are there, that is chemicals, whatever the dust, those are all separate, they'll make it separate, and solid waste suitable for disposal or reuse. Whatever the solid waste they'll get it, that they maybe they dump it, otherwise they may reuse, which is normally nowadays used as a fertilizers. So, okay, like this the pollution also nowadays the factories are controlling. Besides this, the paper mills use treated effluent to water their gardens. Actually, whatever the water is purified, the waste water, that water they are utilizing for their paper factory only in the gardens, and some farmers also using this for irrigation water, because some chemicals are mixed now, and that water it is useful for growing the crops. And there are large number of factories in our state and country which produce diverse articles of use. So many a large number of factories in our state, what they are doing, which producing that as articles they are utilizing, by using that, how to do that, what to do that, they are following, and they are producing them in large quantities in a short time. As per that, quantity improved within less time, that improvement they got it. These are paper bundles, rolls, more are there, you can see that in a paper factory. This is the time for assignment. Listen the video and do the works. We'll meet in the next class. Bye children.